Commissioner, get on over here and do this interview.
Mr. Mayor, what can you tell us?
Well, as most people know, there has been a coyote incident here in Atlantic Beach. Yesterday, one of our citizens was bitten. A dog was bitten as well. We've had rumors that there are others that may have been either engaged or bitten, and so that not been substantiated, so we're not reporting that today. But right now we're engaged with the FWC and waiting on their presence to talk about any future actions that they can take. We do actually have a coyote management plan in Atlantic Beach. So we have protocols that we observe when something like this happens, and we're asking our citizens to use good common sense, but also follow the plan. And that means don't engage, keep your pets inside, don't feed the animals, and this one is not intuitive, but don't run from a coyote. If you have a coyote on approach or growling, just stand your ground and try to loom large, but don't run, because sometimes that'll actually cause a coyote to chase. So we're on it, but at this point we still have limited information.
I know this was an issue here maybe 2-3 years ago, probably before you were mayor, I think, actually, but yeah. Any reason for it to be resurfacing now that you know of?
Oh, no. We have all kinds of wildlife on the island. We have raccoons and other wildlife. Any one of them could become diseased, and at this point we're not suggesting that the coyote has rabies, but the fact that it's aggressive, we're very concerned about that.
Are there concerns at all that you can't catch it, that this is just going to remain on the loose, wandering in yards and between houses indefinitely?
No, I'm not going to suggest that. I would ask Chief Vic, would you have a comment on that?
Sure.
Please.
So we in 2013 started having some more sightings of coyotes here, and about that time we started tracking also. We tracked them constantly since 2013. There was a little spike in 2019, so we did a survey of the area on the west side of our city. That survey showed us the coyotes at that time were displaying normal behavior. We didn't have anything unusual going on in Atlantic Beach. And the last sighting that we tracked was actually in November of 2024. So we constantly monitor what's going on out there, so if there's something unusual happening, we kind of get a little bit of clue, and we need the citizens to help us with that. So if they have coyote sightings in their yards or neighborhoods, we'd like them to tell us about it, and certainly if there's unusual behavior, we need to know about that.
Can you say how the victim is doing in this case? Are they okay? Or?
They're back home. We spoke with them this morning. They are up and about, so the gentleman is fine.
And the dog that was bit?
We have not talked to the dog owner yet. We assume that they will be back pretty soon. It didn't sound like the dog was in any life-threatening danger, but we haven't spoken to them since they returned from the vet.
If people see the coyote beyond the, how I act, what's my next option if I know where it's at? Do I call 911? Is that the best option, or what should they do at that point?
So we'll track all the interactions that the citizens have with coyotes. If it's an unusual event and the person feels threatened somehow or feels like their animals are threatened, by all means give us a call on 911. If you want to just report to us that you have a coyote sighting, we do have a web address. It's wildlife@coab.us. That's an email address. You can let us know what was going on in your particular area. Someone will follow up with you. We also have information on the police department's website under our Animal Control Division's tab that talks about the plan that the mayor was mentioning that tells us how to interact safely with coyotes. We are living in many cities these days with coyotes as wildlife that are kind of in our neighborhoods now, and there's no problems. As long as we do it safely and understand how to interact with them, that's the best knowledge to arm yourself with. So you can go to our website under the Animal Control Division tab and find that coyote plan there.
I have a coworker who lives around Begonia Street, was walking that way last night, mentioned that they heard a couple of gunshots, or what sounded like gunshots. Do you have any reports of people trying to shoot these coyotes?
No, none. There's always concern from citizens about what do I do if a coyote's in my yard. We tell them, look, if there's no danger to your pets or your family, just let them go. Give us a call. Let us know they're there. But coyotes are part of our wildlife that we have here. We live against the marsh. It's nothing new for us to have these animals in our backyards. It is unusual for them to attack. It is unusual for them to have negative interactions with human beings. Normally they run away, which is what they've done for many, many years. So we want to know about the sightings. We want to know about unusual activity.
Are you legally allowed to shoot a coyote?
So if you're in danger All right, if you feel like your life is in danger and you are protecting yourself, certainly you can use whatever measures are necessary to protect yourself, your property, your family. However, remember that if you do fire a weapon and that bullet exits your property and goes across to someone else's property, that could be a great liability to you. So you need to make sure you're doing it safely, and it's really necessary that you decide to use that kind of force. Generally, these animals are going to run away as soon as they see or hear something that's scary to them. So we recommend that you make yourself look large, make lots of noise, do whatever you need to scare the animal away first. A firearm or any other weapon should be a last resort, because you are responsible for whatever form of lethal force you discharge on your property, because you don't know what's going to happen if it exits your property, and you're liable for that.
And just to be clear, there have been 2 separate instances, or was it all one instance because there was the dog and then the person, right?
2 separate dates. Yesterday afternoon was the attack that happened with the gentleman, and this morning was the attack that involved the dog.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, fellas.
So, I don't know whether we have another initiative. Do you know?
I thought we had 3.
I thought we had 3 too.
They called for it, but they didn't show up. That's on them.